My name is Michael Randolph, and tonight I'm going to be talking about one of our upcoming professional workshops. The workshop is titled How to Start, Operate, Finance, and Grow a Nonprofit. This class is one of the most comprehensive and holistic classes that you would ever take related to the subject matter. My background includes over 30 years in working in the nonprofit industry. That includes nonprofits and mom and pop startup businesses, for-profit businesses. So what do we want to talk about in terms of the discussion that we're going to have? Starting a nonprofit is easier than actually getting that nonprofit to operation. So let's talk about the three different stages of putting together a nonprofit from the beginning to operations. The first phase of a nonprofit is known as the emerging. That includes legal and business compliance, anywhere from your articles of incorporations to your bylaws, conflict of interest policy, the different required forms on the business compliance on the state, local, and county level, as well as the requirements related to putting together the 501c3. All of these are consistent with that initial startup of the nonprofit. It basically deals with putting together annual reports and also annual assessment for the board of directors. This also should include your board training. Moving from that and going to phase two, this is the intermediate phase of the nonprofit. This has to do with putting together human resource development, anywhere from job spec, job descriptions, training for the staff, board training, some of those inclusions. So this becomes a very critical stage when you go in terms of identifying who is it that you want to need, what is it going to cost, what are the requirements that person should have in order to staff that person to bring about your desired outcome. After the intermediate stage comes the final stage of a nonprofit. This is what we call the advanced stage. It has to do with organizational development, funding, program and funding development, infrastructure, and public relationship. This consists of a number of things. For example, when we're talking about operation, we're talking about putting together or having a strategic plan in place in order to give the tools necessary to bring about what you want. This has to do with the strategic plan, management systems, etc. Program development has to do with what are the activities that you plan to do and what are the goals and objective of each of those um, uh, components to your business design and business development. So we will definitely go in depth because program development and program design is a science, and you must follow it to the T as to how do you design a fundable program. Funding development has to go with every aspect of how do you bring money into the organization to keep it operational. This includes all types of funding sources, be it subsidies from the government, earned income from the business venture of the nonprofit, or, of course, donations and grant money. All of these different components are in place with moving your nonprofit to the next stage. So it starts with firstly, you're getting started by putting together the legal work that's necessary. That goes meaning the legal and business compliance, then the intermediate steps, and finally to your advanced stage. So starting a nonprofit is doable, but you cannot jump from your intermediate, for example, stage, emergent stage, all the way to your advanced stage. You must, it's a process going from the emergent to the intermediate, and then finally to the advanced. Looking forward to seeing each of you in class tonight. We have people that's coming from around the country. So far, we have 65 people sign up. Please share this. It's not too late to get this, to get other people in your circle that might want to benefit from this class. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in class.